Hello my friends, Dowellzrul here, and welcome back to another deck profile. Now, I apologize for being out so long. I've been dealing with a whole bunch of stuff the past couple weeks, and so I'm going to try to get these. I have a lot of play deals planned, and I'm going to try to get these out as soon as possible to you guys to make up for lost time, but I wanted to start it back at my roots, alright? And here we have my Fluffal deck. Well, actually, it's now Fluffal Shaddolls. Now, this deck I've been wanting to build ever since I got my first final build of Fluffals going. Back then I was using cards like a copy of Fright for Chimera. Back when Bear was a decent pitch for a couple cards that there was a card that sent from an extra deck. Fright for Sanctuary. I used to use that all the time, and like try to spam out Chimera in a bunch of do Tiger Wolf OTKs and stuff like that. But ever since Master Rule 4, I've been trying to figure out how to build this deck. And here it is. And I am having so much fun playing this deck. Honestly, it's a blast. And this has been a minute-long intro when it didn't need to be. So, let's just get right into this. And we will start things off with the cutest card in the deck, in my opinion. The Fluffal Dog. Alright, searching for the deck. Plain and simple. Nothing else to explain to it. You guys know what this does by now. 3 Fluffal Bear, because Toy Vendor is still super important in the deck, even though you're running the shaddoll stuff. And then the 2 Wings. I cut Wings down to, I don't remember exactly if I had it at 3 or 2 in the last profile that I put up, but it's at 2 because you need room for the shaddoll stuff, and honestly, this is just the core engine for Fluffals. This is the core Fluffal engine that you'll be running in other decks, like, if you wanted to run Skyscore Burning Abyss, that would be the Fluffal engine you'd throw in there for draw power. And enough of Burning Abyss, we're going to Fluffals. So, Pengu, Pengu, because Pengu is still really, really good. You don't want to see it at 3, but it's still good. Next, we're also running the 1 Cat and the 1 Owl, because these two don't run more than one of them, because they're super searchable. And Owl you would really only need if your opponent has like a Nat Beast out to use its 500 diffuse effect, but it has come up before, so I'm keeping Owl in here, and then the kitty is the kitty. Alright, next we have the Edge Imps, 1 Sabers, and 3 Chain. Alright, and this is just standard Fluffal stuff. Nothing really has changed between this and the last one. Now, we're getting into the Shaddolls. Alright, so first up, we have 1 Shaddoll Dragon. This is just for popping back row, in case the opponent has a bunch of back row, and you don't feel like tigering into it. So, that's what he is for. Next, I'm also running 2 Hedgehog. This guy is to search the other Shaddolls, and yeah. Next, I'm running also 2 Shaddoll Beast for draw power, and a note, all of the Shaddolls can trigger off of Penguin's effect, and they can trigger off of being sent if you draw them off a Toy Vendor. So, this is really good. They have so much synergy with the deck. And now, for the spell cards, we have 3 Toy Vendor, right? And along the same vein, we have 3 Foolish Burial Goods as an extra 3 copies of Toy Vendor. Alright. Nothing really much to explain about that. I've already explained this to death in the last Fluffal profile. Next, we have the best card in the deck, Fright for Patchwork. This deck can play without the card, but this just makes it so much better, and I'm glad we finally have it. I know it's been a little while since it's been out, but I'm so glad we finally have it. Thank you, Soul Fusion. Alright, next I'm running the secret rare polys, because I like these ones just better than the supers, I guess. Sure, the alternate art looks cool, but I just like the secrets. They look super cool. 3 polys, staple in a fusion deck. 3 Shaddoll Fusion, because you're running Shaddolls. It's very self-explanatory here. I'm not running the quick play spell, all Shaddoll Fusion, so just sticking with those. Next, Fright for a Factory and Fright for Fusion. 1-1 this time, so this is just, again, standard Fluffal stuff. Nothing really too surprising here. And we have 1 copy of Invocation as another fusion spell. And yes, we are running Invoker of Madness in the deck. It is just super easy to go into between the Shaddolls and the Fluffals. So, finally, 1 Foolish Burial, because Foolish Burial is really good. That is it for the main deck, guys, alright? We breezed through that like nothing. Now for the extra deck. Alright, we're running 1 Fright for Sheep, and 1 Fright for Wolf, and 1 Fright for Tiger, and 2 Fright for Kraken, and 3 Fright for Sabretooth. Just All of these, I just breezed through them because this is all you need to play in the Fluffal's action deck. These are all the Fright for monsters you need to play, and you should play. Unless you're running Instant Fusion in the deck, there should only be one sheep. And Wolf is there as just like a win more card. Really, you can run 2 Tiger, but if you need the second Tiger, you're already in a losing position. And then 2 Kraken is 2 Kraken, because Kraken is amazing. And then 3 Sabertooth, because you need to run 3 Sabertooth. It just makes the deck infinitely better. Now for the Shaddoll fusion monsters. We have 1 El Shaddoll Winda. It takes a Shaddoll and a Dark monster, and then it stops your opponent from special summoning more than once per turn, which is really, really nice. And since she doesn't count herself in her own summoning requirement, I believe if she doesn't. If she does, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she counts herself in the summoning requirement. So after you drop her, then you're restricted to 1 summon. Special summon. So you can go ahead and fusion summon after that. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and you guys will most assuredly let me know down in the comments. Next card is El Shaddoll Construct, fresh off of the ban list. Not so fresh now, because it's been a couple weeks, but you know what? It's beautiful, and I never thought I would see the day when I could play this card. Alright, El Shaddoll Annoyalist. I know this isn't that great of a card, but I wanted everything to fuse with each other, and Penguin's a water monster, so if you happen to use a Penguin and have another one, and a couple Shaddolls in hand, or an El Shaddoll Fusion, a Shaddoll Fusion, then it's not a bad card to go into. It's just a bad card in terms of the other ones. Next is Shekinaga, because all the Fluffals outside of Wings and Penguin are Earth, so, yeah. Next, I'm running 1 Invoked Mikaba, because I'm running Invocation, so I figured why not. And then 2 Alistair, the Invoker of Madness. Honestly, if you wanted to run 1 in Lamphrinkus, or you just want to not play Invoker of Madness, that's fine. I just wanted to play the Invoker of Madness, because he searches Invocation when you fusion summon, and it's a fusion deck, so I was having fun with him. He's also really not hard to make. Any Shaddoll plus any Fluffal makes him. Any Shaddoll and any Fluffal, or any Egypt and any Fluffal makes Alistair. So, or a Fright for monster, if you wanted to summon a Fright for Tiger, nuke their board, go into Alistair, fusion, and then make some fusion summons after that. That'll work. So, alrighty guys, that is my Shaddoll Fluffal deck profile. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful YouTube stuff. Let me know what you thought of the deck. Ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.